Hey, Mike Costa here with Factor 55. Today I want to talk to you about a load centering spool that comes equipped on our large flat link XXL product. Now some people have called this a pulley because it does rotate, but it's not a pulley. It's simply used to center the load on the double shear pin. So let's take a look at what this product is designed to interface with. Here's a very common 3/8 tube thimble. It's being dwarfed by a giant 5/8 tube thimble. Now the opening in the Flatlink XXL is designed to fit this very large tube thimble. And as you can see, it's centered on the opening and it has the ability to rotate 90 degrees so you can pull this large product up to a fair lead. Now the problem comes into play when you're using a wire rope with or without a thimble. Now let's see what happens when you attach to a large 1/2-inch diameter wire rope. You can see that there's potential for this to be on one end of the pin, which would really subject this part to more of single shear with a bending moment component. So what the beauty of the load centering spool is that once you insert the spool with the cable and you insert the pin, you'll notice that under tension, the wire rope finds the center of the pin. Now this is going to achieve the greatest strength of this particular rigging component because you will be subjecting the pin to double shear with a bending moment component. Now there are many good examples of load centering spools. The military uses a very large sling shackle for helicopters. Now this shackle, you can see the comparison compared to a very common 3/4 shackle. Here's the military sling shackle. Now the sling shackle comes equipped with a load centering spool. So if you were to use this sling shackle without a load centering spool, with a 1/2-inch wire rope or even a synthetic rope, you'll notice that you can get a condition like this. Now that's not going to achieve the full strength of this particular military shackle, but instead they provide a load centering spool. So let's do the same thing again, and this time let's insert the load centering spool. And you'll see that under load, it centers the load on the pin. Now you're going to have a bending moment component with double shear. This is what the load centering spool is intended to do. There are other good examples of double shear. The typical hook that interfaces to a 5/16 wire rope, once the pin is inserted, that's basically in double shear. Yeah, there's a little gap, but not enough to cause a big problem with this design. So double shear is basically trying to cut, if you look at this figure we drew quickly on the whiteboard, what you can see is on double shear, the load is trying to cut the pin in 2 spots, the little red spots. In single shear, you're really trying to cut the pin in 1 spot. So when a component is designed for double shear, you truly want to be able to use that aspect to get the greatest strength. So in summary, the Flatlink XXL comes with a load centering spool, and we have these same load centering spools for all of the shear pins that come equipped in Factor 55 products. If you have any other questions, please contact us at factor55.com.